Hi everyone, I'm Senior Conservator Carolyn Sirett, and today I am going to talk to you a little about behind the scenes at the Manitoba Museum and behind the scenes in the museum gallery specifically. When visitors aren't here or we are closed for construction like we are now, this gives a handful of us the opportunity to come into different places and spaces to work on a lot of the exhibits and the collections that nobody ever gets to go. One of the places that I'm actually in right now is the Bison diorama in our welcome gallery. And it might look a little bit different because we are actually inside of the diorama. Now, the diorama, you only get to see it from the front. So I thought that the back part of it might be interesting because there is maintenance that happens. On occasion, people might throw something in here, which we have to go and collect, but also all of the plants and rocks and things that you see in here are all real. And we do all of that different type of maintenance when you're not here. So that's one of sort of the secret places. There's only about 4 of us who have been back here. So I just wanted to give you that different perspective. And we are going to go to a few of those other places. So if you want to come along, let's go check them out. Another diorama that we're standing in is the arboreal forest diorama. And again, sometimes you might wonder, well, how do you get back here? I'm not going to show you how to get back here. Because again, that's one of those trade secrets we like to keep, but it is possible. And the reason that we have to, again, is for exhibit maintenance. All of the vegetation that's in the diorama is actually sort of in foam blocks, and they're all puzzle pieced together. And we remove many of these puzzle pieces in order to access things like the large taxidermy moose that we have here, as well as the bull moose up on the cliff. Because again, dust is quite abrasive and it sort of distracts from the whole idea of being an immersive experience. And we want to make sure that when visitors come, that we actually show those sort of biomes that we're trying to capture. So we come in here and we fix and we replace a lot of this material as well, because sometimes, again, handling them with visitors want to be a bit more interactive. We do have to come in and change some of the branches or replace some of the grasses that might be in here. So behind the moose diorama, we actually have our own very small museum, if you want to call it that. Clarence Telenius was actually the artist who painted the mural behind the moose diorama. And in this very hidden area that I am right now, we actually have some of the original paints and materials that he used to paint the mural. And one of the very lovely things are actually his shoes. Now, this has been here for approximately 50 years and it remains untouched, sort of as that homage to him. The other component when we're not cleaning and doing maintenance or fixing and painting things is actual intervention with the objects that are on display. So in this tabletop case, it's very interactive. We have different AV components, lots of things going on, but bumping and jostling an exhibit case actually causes things to move within it. And we want to make sure that those artifacts are safe. So at the moment, we have some of the Icelandic sheep bones that have sort of moved out of position. We also have one of the violin strings has come loose and sort of shifted on its exhibit mount. So we are going to open these exhibit cases and then change them out. So next time you're at the Manitoba Museum, when you're enjoying all the exhibits and looking at everything that's inside of many of the displays that we have, now you might have a little bit different perspective of perhaps how those things got there or how they are cared for. Know that someone such as myself in conservation is actually preserving them.